let's start going through the main companies. I have listed here the biggest staff leasing companies who has the widest variety of works to offer. And first one, uh, I'll try to figure out how to make a notes and deliver this information for you, but I'm now also hitting them in a chat. That I put the link and then I put the Bolt works. And I can tell a couple of words about Bolt. Bolt is a very big staff leasing company in Finland, and it also works outside of the Finland. And they employ a lot of English speaking people. Long time ago I ran a couple of courses from them and they had a lot of people there. And what kind of works Bolt has? A lot of construction workers. When I work in a construction field, I see a lot of Bolt people working there. Then restaurants sometimes, then groundworks. When people are working with excavators or building something, they have been guiding traffic. So there's a lot of works, and they have one of the best apps I have seen when you sign up. And in a Bolt, just go through login, create your profile, and it will ask a lot of information from you. And when you have filled that profile, then you will pop up in their system. And I tell what happened in our company, and not our company, the company I was working for, that when people signed up in the system, they filled the form online. Here you can do it also from the app. And after you have filled it, you press that button that's submit. You will go in their system and they can see that, hey, new worker came, and they will check through your skills. Do they have any suitable work? And if they have any questions, they will contact you and change a couple of words just to check what kind of person you are. That happened also to me a long time ago. I worked for a one staff leasing company. I wanted to see that how our competitors are doing, and I filled my information, and they actually contacted me and offered work because I made my application there very detailed and filled all the places I could. But what happens, for example, you go to Bolt and nobody contacts you, nothing happens. Then you will go through their web page and you will find a person who handles the English. Like here is one recruitment consult, Finnish and English, and you can send them an email or call them and just ask that, how are you doing, and do you have any work available? You don't need to be pushy there. Main thing is that you call and ask that how they are doing, because then they will get a voice for that name in the system. And before we move forward, I can tell you what happened in a company I've worked. I did a 6 months there, and I'm wondering, did my link go? Yeah, I think so. We got a lot of applications and our system was steadily filling up, and I can say that when people filled their information there and the new ones were just coming in, the people who didn't call or contact us, they were just dropping lower and lower in that list. And I don't remember that we would have offered work for anybody in the bottom of the list who wouldn't have contacted us. But then, opposite, sometimes people signed up in our system And if we didn't call them in a week, they called us. And they asked that, hey, he filled an application. He filled, it was an open application, just list your skills and so on. And he asked that, hey, did you receive it? Have you checked it? And what do you think? Just a little small talk. And then he asked that, hey, do you have any jobs available? And usually at that moment we didn't have, because if we would have already contacted him. And then we said that, sorry, nothing at the moment, but yeah, thank you for calling us. And then maybe went a week again. We didn't have anything to offer, but he called that week and just asked, how are you doing? Is there anything? And some point when they kept contacting us, we had something to offer, that, hey, actually a client just called and we need a person here. Would you be ready to go and try? And that's many of people got the job. Absolutely new people to us, because we usually employed people we knew, we had experience, because that one has least amount of the risks. But that person was straight away available, just because he called and asked, how are you doing? And now, maybe the best tip about timing related to staff leasing companies and when to call comes now. That pay attention, write it somewhere. No, you will remember, it's very simple. Every Monday, between 7 and 8:20, our phones were ringing like crazy. And who was ringing? It was our clients, and they were not happy. Some of them were actually furious. And every client had the same topic. Where is our worker? That he was supposed to come on Monday to work and he's nowhere to be reached. That maybe, or they are calling that worker was sick. That what to do. And around 8:30 we started to call through our list of workers that, hey, we have a sick case here, can you come to work with a very quick notice? And I can say that nobody called to our office and asked for a job around 8:30 or 8:20. But I can guarantee, if a guy would call 8:25 and ask that, hey, do you have any work available that I'm ready to go? And in a construction field, if that person would say that, yeah, I'm ready to go at work, I have my own construction clothes, and do you have any work available? And we would have. And we would be desperately needing people to join. So that's the good time to call. Not every Monday that urgent, but some Mondays were quite rough, and we were calling through a lot of people. There's one thing what might slow down, and it's the work, not application, but the work agreement. But you can say that, yeah, you can go now, send me your electrical work agreement and I will sign it if you agree for the salary. But yeah, it's a good time to call. So, where do we continue? Okay, I told about the Bolt. It's a good for construction works. It has a very good app. And there, companies are rating workers and workers can rate companies. So when you get in, it will start rolling nicely. But yeah, that was our Bolt works. Let's see what we have next.